All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Kol Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honor to the apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, who rule well and who taught me this truth. And shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, I don't want Watazad is to be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go in the Rakah Kwadash. And Salakia, bear with me. I'm a little congested, as usual, Salakia. I might have to pause the video a couple times, but Salakia. I saw this, and I wanted to speak on this real quick. And also, I got a scripture that was mulling around in my brain, Luke 21. I'll get into it, watch as well as pray. But I'm gonna probably try to run through the whole chapter, real quick. I don't want Watazada to be edifying. But anyway, the main thing is right here. I saw this on my news feed from Reuters. It says Nokia cuts up to 14,000 jobs as gear demands flags. Again, from Reuters, Nokia cuts up to 14,000 jobs as gear demand flags. So more layoffs. If you keep in track, hey, shit is adding up, man. Shit is adding up. But the reason why I wanted to speak on this one is because something that I've been thinking about, and I've mentioned it quite a few times. Pretty much the infrastructure for this new world order, this digital system is already laid. It's been laid, and they've already done test runs. And like Carl Schwab said, China is pretty much the perfect model for the NWO. The infrastructure is pretty much laid for this charagma. All right, everything's already prepped and ready to go. Chiefly these 5G towers. Okay, me personally, through the spirit, I believe that's why there was a big push for this whole 5G. Now, I've heard from certain brothers that they've gone all the way up to 6G, but personally, I think the 5G network is what this charagma is going to run off of, just through the spirit. Okay, that's why they've been putting up non-stop 5G towers, and it's not just here in Babylon the Great, it's global. And the work, again, the infrastructure's laid, the work is already done, okay? Now they're ready to shut shit down and collapse the economy and bring forth their agenda, and through the spirit. That's just my humble opinion. So it says, Salakia. It says, Finnish telecom gear group Nokia will cut up to 14,000 jobs to reduce cost after weaker demand for next generation 5G equipment lowered third quarter sales by a fifth. Adding it did not expect a market recovery soon, because hey, we're heading for a collapse. Okay, nothing's moving. Like I said before, nothing's moving in Babylon. Okay, they're about to shut this shit down. Okay, there's about to be no work for Egypt. The grinding is about to get low. Mass layoffs are coming. Mass layoffs been happening. 14,000 jobs. That's mass layoffs. Okay, a lot of these companies, if you've been paying attention, have been filing for bankruptcy, and they're expecting the end of 2023, heading into 2024. The bankruptcies are going to skyrocket, okay? And again, through the spirit, I believe they're ready to roll out their agenda. The infrastructure is already laid, okay? A lot of these stores have already been, they're how do I put it? They've already switched over, okay? And they've already been getting you people accustomed to going cashless, okay? To self-checkouts. A lot of these, I remember seeing videos about how the frozen foods aisle, they've had the scanners on top. Again, pretty much the infrastructure's laid, man, for this charagma, okay? And the towers, I believe, are up, okay? That's just through the spirit. So I just wanted to speak on that real quick, okay? which brings me to watch as well as pray, because our redemption truly is nigh. No man knoweth the exact hour, okay, but through measuring the time diligently, everything is coming to a head. And remember, this thing is it's gonna happen as a thief in the night, okay, and everything is everything is climaxing. Things are heating up in the Middle East. Everything is heating up, okay. So hey, we're close, man. We're close. So I'm gonna hit let's hit Luke 21. The main point that I wanted is gonna be all the way down verse 36. Watch ye therefore and pray always, okay, that ye may be accounted worthy, because we don't know. That's why we call ourselves the hopeful elect. That's why we give diligence. That's why we occupy. We're watching as well as praying. We want to be caught worthy. We want to be found worthy. We want to be found doing the work. We don't want to be found settled on our lees. We can't be in the spirit of peace and safety, especially measuring the time, seeing it the way things are. Any day now, all hell could break loose. Okay, so we gotta be vigilant. Okay, so the main point again is Luke 21 and 36. Watch ye therefore and pray. Yahweh Shai HaMashiach said men ought to always pray and not faint, right? That ye may be accounted worthy, because many are called, few are chosen. We're not yet saved. We're looking to be chosen. It's not enough to be called, all right? That ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and stand before the Son of Man, all right? Because we all have to appear before the seat of judgment, and we know judgment takes place under the sun on earth, all right? So we want to be found worthy. We want to be that good servant, all right? So it's important to watch as well as pray, fight, push. Our redemption truly is nigh, all right? So I'm going to run through Luke 21. The whole chapter is good, so let me just run through it. And we know, just like Matthew 24, just like certain parts of Mark, right? Certain things took place already, which I'll address it when I get to it. Pertaining to like 68, 69, 70 AD, when the Romans besieged Jerusalem. When you read it, he's going back and forth in prophecy. All right, but we know, as the scriptures say, the things written aforetime were for our learning. Through patience and faith of the scriptures, we may be comforted. And we know the scriptures also say no new thing under the sun. All right, so everything is for edification, for us to consider. All right, so let's start at the top. Luke 21 and 1. And he looked up and saw the rich man casting their gifts into the treasury. And he saw also a certain poor widow casting in thither 2 mites. And he said, Of a truth I say unto you, that this poor widow have cast in more than they all. For all these have their abundance cast in unto the offering of Yahweh, but she of her penury have cast in all the living that she had. So that's a parable. And what's that for us to understand? That we should give our all. Everything we do, we got to do it with all our strength. All right, So that's the point. Everything you do it to your best ability. Now is the time to be on fire. For Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, not lukewarm, not cold, on fire. Give your whole, because give your whole heart. Why? Because hey, we want, in the times to come, we want Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to defend us with his full strength. Don't shortchange Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Give it your all. It's going to pay off in the long run. All right? And you got to be able to sacrifice. You got to be able to give it all up on this side, and you'll get it back in the kingdom. You'll get everything back 100-fold, as Job did. You got to be able to lose it all. As the apostles said, we forsook houses, families, lands. What shall we get in the regeneration, meaning in the kingdom? Yahweh Shai said, you shall sit upon the thrones judging the kingdom. We're looking at, as far as you Israelite men, the able-bodied men, the 144,000, we're looking to be the ruling class in the kingdom. All right? We're looking for them crowns of righteousness. We're looking for salvation. So we got to give it our all. So let's keep going. Luke 21:5. Again, Salaki, I'm congested. That's why I keep pausing the video. And as some spake of the temple, how it was adorned with goodly stones and gifts, he said, as for these things which ye behold, the days will come in which there shall not be left one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And that took place already. Okay? That's what the significance of the veil ripping. All right? Because what? Now Yahweh Shai doesn't dwell in temples made with hands. The kingdom is within us. All right? Each brother, each elect man is a building. You know? A temple. So it says, and they asked him, saying, Master, but when shall these things be? And what sign will there be when these things shall come to pass? And he said, take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, I am anointed. Same thing was said in Matthew 24 again. It says, and the time draweth near, go ye not therefore after them. And we in them times, many false prophets, many people saying that they're anointed, the Spirit is with them. Okay? A lot of bug outs popping out of the woodworks. Okay? The Lord said, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach said, go ye not therefore after them, because they're leading you to destruction. Those men that claim to be anointed, claim to have the Spirit, are blinded. All right? They're leading you down that broad path to destruction. Okay? We're leading you to the straight path, to the kingdom. All right? It said, if the blind lead the blind, they both shall fall into the ditch. But you got to be fully persuaded. You got to search the scriptures. We know what we believe. It says, but when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified. That's all we've been hearing for the last couple of years. Wars and rumors of wars. Right now, it's a hotbed in the Middle East, and it's only going to get worse, right? Things are only intensifying. More and more nations are being drawn into this third woe, because Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is mustering the host of the battle. For these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by, because a major prophecy has to take place on the earth before all hell breaks loose, before the official the third's war officially pops off. Right now, you're just going to see skirmishes, little skirmishes, okay? But the third woe is not going to officially take place until, like Elder Apostle Tahar always says, that charagma is made mandatory, all right? The hour of temptation plays out. This RFID CHIP is made mandatory. And like I said, hey, we're pretty much at the door of the hour of temptation. This infrastructure is already laid. Personally, through the Spirit, I believe the 5G towers was a major plays a major part in this charagma. All right. So and that's why they laying people off, because they don't need to put them up. They're all up already. So it says things to come. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And you see that more and more. People storming the embassy. These kingdoms are divided, protesting, striking. These are all the signs of the times. These are all signs of the coming of our Lord, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. And that's been happening, especially over there in the so-called Levant, the Middle East. A lot of earthquakes have been happening over there in Turkey, Iraq, so on and so forth. These are the signs of the times. And famines, and that's been happening a lot. That's been in the news. A lot of food processing plants been blown up. A lot of supply chain disruption. A lot of farmers dumping their crops. A lot of bad harvests. Okay, wildfires, droughts. It's all going to lead to famines. All hell is about to break loose, and pestilences. They've been talking about all these different various pestilences that are popping back up, the bubonic plague and so on and so forth. Okay, not to mention Esau Edom might release something. He does have the CDC, Center for Disease Control. He might release. They keep talking about another lockdown, uh, another major event. You know, and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. You just had the ring of fire, that eclipse, a lot of eclipses, blood moons, a lot of chariot sightings. These are all signs of the times. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. And again, this happened before. Okay, most of the apostles were put to death for what? Yahweh Shai HaMashiach's name. Okay, that's what the whole the Crusades, when they were throwing you had the Colosseums, the Roman Colosseums. That's what they were throwing, the followers of Hamashiach, the Messiah, and they were pitting them in them Colosseums and having them fight against bears and lions. Again, a lot of the apostles were beheaded, cast into prison. You had John the Revelator. He was exiled on the Isle of Patmos, the salt mines. For what? Yahweh Shai HaMashiach's name. For preaching the gospel, the kingdom. Okay. And again, no new thing under the sun. The same thing is going to happen again. Some of us are going to be martyrs. Some of us are going to be put into concentration camps. Some of us are going to be beheaded. This is the reality of things, man. This is what you have to prepare your mind for. The times that we're coming into. You have to count the cost. All right? It says, and it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts not to meditate before what ye shall answer. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. Because it's really not us. It's all about Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and the Rakak Wadash. Man's goings is of the Lord. How then can a man understand his own way? It's not us that's speaking. It's the Father and the Son through the Rakak Wadash that's speaking through us. All right, we're just the Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, as the apostles say, spiritual weathermen. We're the mouthpiece of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Surely the Lord will do nothing but He revealeth His secrets unto the servants, the prophets. Okay, we're just the vessels. Out of one Ratazah, we're righteous vessels. Okay, and as it is written, the just shall live by faith. We walk by faith, not by sight. So in the time to come, out of one Ratazah will be of that number. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai will put His Spirit upon us and guide us, okay? And tell us what to say and how to maneuver, okay? We're going to have to completely operate off of faith in the times to come. And ye shall be betrayed both of parents and brethren and kinsfolk and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. All right? Again, some of us are going to be martyrs. Some of us are going to get spiritual power. But hey, we got to prepare ourselves for whatever Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai throws at us. Okay? Whatever's brought upon us, take cheerfully. Okay? And Yahweh Shai said, He think not that I come to send peace on the earth. He said, nay, I came not to send peace, but a sword. Yahweh Shai said He came to bring division, to set a man at variance against his brother, his mother, his father. Hey, a great divide is coming in the earth. Okay? Righteous versus the wicked. That's what it's really coming down to. Whether you believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and trust Him and have faith, or you trust in Esau, Edom, and his kingdom. Okay? In this world. It says, and ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolk and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. Yeah, that happened in the past, and it's going to happen again. Okay? We're about to be public enemy number one. Okay? All right? For what? The gospel's sake. This thing of ours, this truth. Okay? But there shall not inhere of your head perish. Because even if you die, as it says, the dead in Yahweh Shai shall rise first. Even if you die, you're not really dead. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is not the power of the dead. He's the power of the living. Even if you die, guess what? You're just sleeping. Okay? And again, the dead in Yahweh shall rise first. So it says, hey, that's why we got to be faithful unto death, and we shall receive what? A crown of life. You know? It says, but there shall not an hair of your head perish. In your patience possess ye your souls. We got to endure, suffer, whatever's brought upon us. Take it cheerfully. Okay? And when ye shall see Jerusalem, again, this happened in the past. 69, 68, 69, 70 AD. Jerusalem was besieged. You know, you had Masada, you know. The Romans put a palisade, they put a trench around us, you know, starved us out. Okay? All these things were for our learning. Okay? You know, so that we can consider. You know, and remember, Daniel 12:1, the times that we're coming into is like never before. You can't compare none of the atrocities that befell Yasharallah to the times we're coming into. You gotta get that in your mind. Okay? You know? And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Again, this happened already. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter thereinto. And you could consider that in the times to come, when all hell breaks loose, when this devil issues martial law, when we're public enemy number one. Don't go back to your house. You know, just move in the spirit, as the scriptures say. In them times be as what? Pilgrims upon the earth. Okay. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days, for there shall be great distress in the land, and wrath upon this people. Again, this happened already. Okay? It says, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. You had the diaspora. This happened already. We fled to the west coast of Africa. We fled all over, right? And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And you can see that. That's why, as it says, a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. Right now, there's no peace in the Middle East, in the so-called Holy Land, because what? Heathens are in that land. All right? The true children of Israel are not in that land. They were scattered. They were led into captivity. And the bulk of us are in the Americas. All right? So it says, the return of Hamashiach. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is coming in all his strength, all his glory, with the thousands of heavens. As birds flying, so shall he defend Jerusalem. All right? You know? So it says, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Again, he's coming to take vengeance, and he's not going to meet you as a man. He's coming, you know, with the angels and what you ignorantly call UFOs, to deliver the elect, you know, and judge the heathens. And he's coming in the midst of the third woe, when all hell is breaking loose. All right? And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Our redemption is nigh. Our salvation is nearer than even we believed. All right? No man knoweth the exact hour, but through measuring the time we can see we're close. Each day that passes is another day closer to the kingdom. It's inevitable. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And he spake to them a parable. Behold, the fig tree and all the trees. When they now shoot forth, ye see and know for your own selves that summer is now nigh at hand. So likewise, when ye see these things come to pass, know ye that the kingdom of Yahweh is nigh at hand. The kingdom is near. But to get to the kingdom, we must go through much tribulation. All hell is going to break loose. Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation, the third's woe, demonization of the men of the Lord, persecution, you know. Verily, I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away till all be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is not a man that he shall lie. Okay? Their word is bond. They're faithful and true. All right? Salakia. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares. That's the main point, right? You got to watch as well as pray. Be vigilant, diligent, constantly be watching, occupying, giving attendance to reading, putting on as the elect. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life. We're in a war, and this is really a spiritual war. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal; they're spiritual, and it's really a war for your soul, for your salvation. All right, and remember, your adversary, the devil, goeth about as a roaring lion, seeking who he can devour. Satan has a job to do, to sift you out of this truth. All right, so you got to hold fast to this truth. Give diligence. Be not entangled with this world. And take heed to yourselves, and you got to get it for yourself. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Because at the end of the day, remember, this is a straight gate, a straight path to the kingdom. And as it says in the Apocrypha, it's a narrow path to salvation. All right? It said fire on one side, deep water on the other, and only one man can tread that path at a time. Right? So you got to work out your own salvation, with fear and trembling. And take heed to yourself, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares. Because we're not asleep, we're woke now, so we gotta stay woke. All right, don't get rocked back to sleep. Don't get complacent. Don't put off the day of the Lord, because soon as you do, soon as you say peace and safety, sudden destruction is going to come upon you, as a woman in travail, and none shall escape. For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. It's a trap. The trap is set. All right? Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. So that's the point. Watch as well as pray. Adawan Ratazah, we be of that number. We keep enduring to the end. We'll be found worthy to escape all manner of hell that's about to break loose. All right? We'll have that thawar around us. We'll be exempt from judgment. All right? We'll be found blameless in that day. All right? So, hey, keep watching, keep praying. We're close. Shalom. Wa abad babal. Kwam Abad babal.